Isozin zinc tape is a unique anti-corrosion product that is easily applied, versatile and a proven product that reacts in a similar way to hot dip galvanizing, but with the added advantage of on-site or works application. Isozin acts as a barrier coating and sacrificial anode, giving a total corrosion control solution. The tape is able to achieve this through its unique electroconductive adhesive that maintains electrical continuity between the zinc coating and the substrate. Isozin tape is approved by the Italian Standards Institute and is covered by UNI 10781, laminar zinc coating for atmospheric corrosion. The product consists of a high-purity zinc tape with a nominal thickness of 0.08 mm, but can be supplied to a maximum thickness of 0.5 mm. The tape is supplied with an adhesive of a nominal thickness of 0.025 mm that can resist a continuous operating temperature of 80 degrees Celsius and which reacts under electroconductive pressure. The adhesive layer is covered by a silicon paper tape that protects the zinc band from getting damaged or polluted until the tape is applied. Isozin can be supplied in two different forms: on rolls ranging from 10 mm width to 300 mm width, and in specific shapes based on customer requirements. For particularly aggressive environments, such as those found in certain areas of chemical plants, then Isozin zinc tape can be coated with Tedlar, which is a PVF film having excellent resistance to acids, hydroxides and solvents. Tedlar is produced by DuPont and is available clear or in selected colors. Isozin is designed to cover the surface of iron, steel, aluminium and light metals to protect them from corrosion. This is achieved by applying Isozin through the correct pressure to the surface that needs to be protected. Importantly, the tape includes a percentage of zinc powder in the adhesive matrix that makes it electroconductive. This allows the adhesive to create an electrical couple between the surface that needs to be protected and the zinc tape, allowing the zinc to act as a galvanic anode. As a consequence of the unique manufacturing process and the high purity of the zinc foil is totally homogeneous and has an isotopic microstructure, which cannot be found in other protection systems. For this reason, the corrosion process is suppressed with no pitting or any form of local corrosive attack. The product's main features include the stopping of any direct corrosion, active corrosion protection. This is due to the electrical contact between the surface to be protected and the zinc layer, which in the presence of an electrolyte reacts as a sacrificial anode. The adhesive layer, which acts as an additional defense against corrosion. Longevity. In many cases, Isozin has been found to equal and outlive the structure that it is protecting. Isozin is easily applied to most steel structures, ranging from power station plant to shipping containers. Surface preparation. Isozin zinc tape is very surface preparation tolerant compared to many paint systems, but as with all coatings, the better the surface preparation, the better the adhesion. As a minimum, the substrate should be mechanically wire brushed cleaned, degreased. The surface should be completely dry when the tape is applied. Unlike other coatings, no primer is required, and in fact the whole essence of the zinc tape system is to ensure that the electroconductive adhesive on the zinc tape is in full contact with the metal substrate. Unlike conventional coatings that just act as a protective barrier to outside elements, the Isozin zinc tape system acts as a sacrificial anode when the metal is in contact with water of moist salts, thus eliminating the effects of corrosion. Application equipment. There are 4 types of purpose-made application machines. Single ring roller for simple cigarette wrap on short sections of pipe. Double ring applicator with tape dispenser. Once set up, the applicator is suitable for longer sections of pipe. Magnetic roller weighing around 3.7 kilograms with a powerful magnet. This applicator is suited to application of zinc tape onto flat surfaces or large curved surfaces such as storage tanks, but can also be used on pipes, etc. Edge applicator has been specifically developed for the transport industry and is for application onto edges of sheet metal, such as windows on trains, etc. Other standard applications tools that are useful: scissors, rubber mallet, box knife, adjustable spanner, wire brush, marker pen. Application on short sections of pipe. For simple pipework coating, the cigarette wrap method can be employed. For the width of a roll that is required for particular pipe diameters, refer to the consumption chart spreadsheet. For pipe bends, it is recommended to use thinner strips of zinc tape to progress neatly around the bend. Any weld along the pipe surface are coated with a strip of zinc tape to ensure full protection. Cut strips of tape that overlap the pipe circumference. Start to remove the backing paper and square the zinc tape strip with the pipe. The tape adhesive will allow sufficient tension to be applied whilst circumferentially applying the tape to the pipe, thus ensuring good adhesion. Set up the wheels of the roller such that they are offset, so that when the machine is rotated, the wheels progress along the length of the coated section of pipe. The wheels should also be adjusted so that sufficient pressure is applied onto the tape. Repeat the application along the length of the pipe, ensuring that the adjacent zinc tape strips are overlapped by a minimum of 10 mm. Using the single ring roller or magnetic roller, the tape is then fully bonded to the pipe and finished off. Any wrinkles and creases that may be evident are easily removed by rubbing with a hard blunt implement, and any rough pipe surfaces may be hammered with a rubber mallet to ensure a perfect adhesion on the peaks and troughs of the pipe surface. This demonstration is for a basic type wrapping for short, restricted and irregular pipe sections. For uniform and longer pipe lengths, the use of the wrapping machine with tape dispenser is recommended. The maximum width of roll that can be used is 150 mm. Refer to the consumption chart spreadsheet to choose the correct width of tape for the particular size pipe. Correct setting up of the machine is important, and care should be taken to ensure that the tape is continuously applied in the correct manner. As with the cigarette application, ensure that you apply a strip of tape to all the weld areas prior to the main wrapping. Adjust the wheels on the wrapping machine so that they fit the outer diameter of the pipe and that there is sufficient downward pressure on the pipe to correctly compress the tape. Decide what overlap is preferred and then adjust the angle of the wheels to achieve the desired overlap. For example, if you are using a 100 mm width tape and you require a 20 mm overlap, mark the pipe adjacent to the top wheel and then measure 80 mm and mark the pipe again. Rotate the machine 360 degrees so that the wheel you originally started with ends at the second mark 80 mm distance from the first. Adjust the angle of the wheels until this is achieved. Once the overlap has been correctly set up, insert the roll of tape onto the dispenser mechanism spool. Peel back the backing paper and place the zinc tape onto the pipe. Then insert the end of the backing paper into the backing paper take-up spool. Adjust the dispenser mechanism by releasing the brass handle so that there is tension on the zinc roll, and then tighten the brass handle. Adjust the damper mechanism so that the roll maintains its tension and doesn't slip. Slowly rotate the wrapping machine, ensuring that no wrinkles or air bubbles are apparent on the application. Then proceed to wrap the pipe. Any wrinkles and creases that may be evident are easily removed by rubbing with a hard blunt implement, and any rough pipe surfaces may be hammered with a rubber mallet to ensure a perfect adhesion on the peaks and troughs of the pipe surface. This is an on-site example of an application of zinc tape to rapidly corroding oil product pipes passing through a concrete tunnel. As the paint systems were ineffective and the environment such that cleaning and repainting was dangerous and expensive, it was decided to use zinc tape. First was the cleaning using a mechanical wire brush. Then the Isozin zinc tape was applied to the pipe supports and weld areas. The wrapping machine was used on the longer sections of pipe and the magnetic roller on the more awkward areas. Zinc tape application to flat surfaces is extremely easy and is not dissimilar to wallpapering. Firstly, assess the substrate that requires coating and cut the required strips of zinc tape to cover the surface, ensuring a minimum of 10 mm overlap between tape strips. Ensure that welds and awkward sections have zinc tape applied first, achieving the bond by the same methods used for pipes and cylinders. Finish the bonding process by use of the magnetic pressure roller. The strong magnet ensures that the correct pressure is applied and also ensures that it's not dropped when working in elevated areas such as on scaffolding. When applying Isozin zinc tape, always try to ensure that the end tape is facing downward to ensure that debris does not accumulate at the seam. For example, if wrapping a vertical pipe, always start from the bottom up, and on horizontal pipe, the final end of the tape should face downward. After application of the zinc tape, visually check the substrate for creases and air bubbles. If there are minor creases, these can be easily made acceptable by using a blunt instrument to flatten the creases out. The handle of the scissors or the wooden handle of the rubber mallet are effective in removing the creases. If you find any air bubbles, just use the tip of the box knife to puncture them, rub with a blunt instrument, and then apply a patch if necessary. In certain circumstances, it may be preferable to apply Isozin zinc tape over painted surfaces. This is perfectly acceptable so long as the disbonding paintwork is removed and the sound paintwork is cleaned and roughened up with a wire brush. To maintain electrical continuity, contact points of bare metal should be exposed. As a general rule, there should be approximately 100 square centimeters of bare steel to 1 square meter of surface area to be coated. Patch repairs. Where zinc tape has sustained mechanical damage, then patch repairing is extremely simple. Just cut out the damaged area using a craft knife, clean surface as previously described, then cut out a patch in an oval shape, ensuring a minimum of 5 mm overlap. Remove the backing paper and stick onto damaged area. Use a hard blunt instrument to rub the patch into the damaged area. As you can see, this is a simple, fast and effective repair. It is also possible to paint the zinc tape in the same way as you would galvanized surfaces. This is a check of Isozin zinc tape on gas tanks after 20 years from original application. Samples of tape are removed and examined. As can be seen, the removal of Isozin zinc tape from the weld area shows the steel to be in perfect condition. There is also evidence that much of the electroconductive adhesive remains on the substrate surface. This is an indication that the bond between the zinc tape and steel is excellent. The sample zinc tape can then be taken away, the thickness measured with a micrometer, and the remaining life can then be determined. Conclusions. Zinc tape is easy to apply and versatile, with tape reels ranging from 10 mm width tape to 300 mm width, and in thicknesses of between 80 and 500 microns. It can also be supplied as washers and gaskets to whatever shapes and sizes the customer requires. Benefits. Acts in the same way as hot dip galvanizing. Eliminates the costly effects of corrosion even if coatings sustain some damage. Economical. Compared to some other coatings, zinc tape, once applied, requires little or no maintenance, unlike other coatings that may degrade or require touch-up or total recoating. Easy to apply. Isozin zinc tape is extremely easy to apply and requires no primer. Environmentally friendly. Isozin zinc tape and its application is extremely environmentally friendly, with no harmful evaporation of solvents or other hazards that can be associated with some other types of coating. Long-lasting. Zinc tape can be supplied in various thickness or double-wrapped to last the design life of the structure being coated. Many applications. Isozin zinc tape can be used for small coating jobs, such as a chassis or lamppost base, to coating above-ground installations at refineries and power plants. Proven product. Isozin zinc tape is used by major companies such as Fiat, Mercedes-Benz, the E&I Group, Shell, Transgo and Metrolink. Isozin zinc tape is a partnership between Metalnastri of Milan, Italy and BAC Corrosion Control Limited of Telford, UK. For further information, contact BAC direct or your local supplier.